everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this video finds you all well. Today's video, we are going to be doing the paycheck number 2 budget forecast for the month of August. My husband and I are paycheck by paycheck zero-based budgeters. We both get paid on the same week and we get paid every other week. I like to forecast my paychecks a week before they're deposited in my account, just so I have an idea of where the money is expected to go before I have money flowing in and out of my accounts. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys switched over to my calendar view, which is where I like to start, and we'll hop right in. Here we are at the calendar view. These are just some calendars that I am repurposing from a household binder that I had tried putting together and just never really used. But now these calendars are being put to good use by my budget system. And you might be wondering, why is September already listed up here on my calendar? I do have August here, paycheck number 2. Our paychecks, one's direct deposited on a Thursday and one gets direct deposited on a Friday, but it's pretty close to the end of August. So I just went ahead and so that I could have one snapshot. I'm a very visual person. So starting here and seeing when money's being deposited and when bills are supposed to be coming out is very helpful to me, and just seeing it all in one place. So I just tacked it on right up here. So this is the 28th of August, and then 29th, 30th, and 31st. I'm going to go ahead and start by putting my cloud around paycheck number 2. All of our income gets little clouds, and I do like the Budget Mom system where she used color coding. That has been a game changer for us. Everything's a little squished in here. I hope you guys can see okay, but all of my different bills, these are just fixed expenses. So I'm just going to highlight those, and paycheck number 2 is going to be able to cover all of the fixed expenses until September 10th. And for those of you who are new, my husband and I are new to budgeting. We were really struggling with knowing when our actual bills were due, and there were honestly a lot of subscriptions that popped up that we didn't even know that we had. So when you're trying to assign every dollar a job before the money hits the bank, it's hard to do that when you don't even know when the money's supposed to be coming in or out. So I had, since starting this journey in September, have began compiling a list of our different bills and the dates that they are due. And this is what I use to help me plug in these little check boxes on the dates. And it's just on an index card that I had lying around. And this thing has been so helpful. I do also put in parentheses the expected amount of each of the bills. Just when I was putting it on my calendar, it was kind of jumbling it up, making it a little too chaotic. So now that all of the fixed expenses have been highlighted that paycheck 2 is going to cover, I'm going to switch you guys over to my paycheck budget sheet, and we'll start plugging in our expected numbers. Here we are at my paycheck budget sheet. All of the sheets that you guys see me use in my videos are ones that I have Frankenstein myself by gaining inspiration from other YouTube budgeters. If you feel like the system we use or these sheets would be something that would work well for you, I do have them available on my Etsy shop, which I will leave a link in the description box below. But this is for paycheck number 2 for the month of August, and the dates that it is covering is going to be from August 28th until September 10th, which I cannot believe that we are already moving into the month of September. It's crazy. Next is our income. So income number 1, I expect it to be direct deposited on August 27th, and I expect it to be $2,870. And this is an underestimate. I do always underestimate our income and overestimate our expenses. just to give us a cushion. Okay, we're not expecting anything from income number 3. And as I mentioned in yesterday's video when I was doing my week 1 check-in for paycheck number 1, we do roll over all of the money from paycheck number 1 into paycheck number 2. Here is the paycheck number 1 budget sheet, and the expected amount that we'll be rolling over is $3,021.26, and that's where I pulled that number from. So I just circle roll over. It should be rolled over on August 28th, or when that budget closes out, or August 27th, and $3,021.26 is what we are expecting. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and just add these together. So $38.70 plus $30.21.26, and that equals $6,891.26 as expected income for paycheck number 2. Next is the fixed expenses, and this is where I use my calendar along with my bills card to help me plug in the dates due, what fixed expenses, and what their expected amounts are. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera just to save some time, and I'll see you guys back here. Okay, that was a lot to fill out. There are a lot of bills that paycheck number 2 is covering. These total $4,105.60. Next is our variable expenses. For groceries, I budget $400 to last us 2 weeks. Eating out gets $100. Household and pets, $125. Gas is $150. My husband and I each get $40 of spending money for 2 weeks, and then each of our kids, we set aside $20 or budget $20 if they want something from the store or going out with a friend or something like that. This totals $915. All right, next is calculating our cash flow. So this equation, since this is paycheck number 2, and we do zero it out and all of our expenses are considered to be covered, this will be calculating our cash flow, which is what we use to throw at our debt. And how we do that is taking our income, so $68.91.26 minus the expenses, this $41.05.60. Oops, I have to hit the minus button. $41.05.60, and then minus the $915 of variable expenses. So our cash flow after covering all of our expenses is $1,870.66. That's our expected cash flow. Once we close out this budget, which would be during my week 4 check-in, that's where you'll see what this actual number is, and that is what we throw at our debt focus, which is this table down here at the bottom. Our current debt focus is the HELOC. I haven't plugged anything in there yet because I'm still waiting for some numbers from paycheck number 1, and down here is where you can see those numbers. So where everything is at. There's a minimum payment. I'm not sure if that's going to come out or not. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. And then over here, just the sinking funds, specifying that this is for week 3 and week 4. And during my weekly check-ins, you can see how I use that table to reconcile any sinking fund expenses before I close out my sinking funds at the end of the month. So that is going to take care of paycheck number 2 for the month of August. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you are enjoying the contents of my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And this will be my last video for this week. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you back here next week. Every Thursday and Friday is when I upload my videos. I upload 2 videos every week.